Greetings from Cuyahoga Falls. My name is JOEHOVA. Welcome to War of Rights. All right, Sunday night, something special. Sunday night, something special indeed. The Bloody Bayonets, their Super Bowl event. And I was invited along to join the fun, so this should be an excellent time by all. Yep. We'll see what we got going on in honor of Colonel Whiskey. I'll have a whiskey tonight and join the fun here. Alright, so it looks like this has just started. Let's get an eye in the sky.
Alright, let's go. Alright, let's go.
Greetings from Cuyahoga Falls. My name is JOEHOVA. Welcome to War of Rights. Sunday night, something special. We've been invited to the Bloody Bayonets event. It's their Super Bowl weekend, and here we go. Look at this. Right off the bat, Iron Brigade, 14th Brooklyn. Head to the front. Captain Schnitz in the front. I love that name. We got more Iron Brigade, 8th Connecticut. We know these boys. Lieutenant Colonel Kevin.
There it is. First shot.
And they are on the move, son. Look at this. More 8th Connecticut. And on these conquest maps, you've got to be quick. Major Sharp. Private Elvis. Well, they found the fence line, and this is a pretty nice position here. 84th New York. And so what do we have for the Confederate here?
We're coming on the ring. I'm assuming he just spawned.
Oh man, I don't know what any of these fucking tags mean. Sorry guys. AB, do not know. Have to get with the guys and find out. Put it in the comments. Let everybody know what these tags mean. CWD, I don't know what that is. Major General Drax. 6th Georgia, 4th Texas. It's got to be somebody's division, right? Wilcox, maybe? The other guys are having a great time shooting shit out of each other. I hope you're having a great time, too. Look at the fire coming from the fence line. It's the whole Union Army. Hey, look at this. We know these boys. 20th Georgia. Colonel Jumbo. Captain Canada. Here we go. And I think they're tombs. I think that's what T stands for. I could be wrong on that. There's so many. And you can see 8th Connecticut spread out along the fence line as well with the 14th Brooklyn. The Iron Brigade showing force early. But this is only one portion of the battlefield. Look how massive this game is. It's absolutely incredible. We've got more forces going at it right here on this fence line as well. Confederates with an advantage here, at least in numbers. Can't really see much. 4th New Jersey, we know these boys as well. Private Ghost Dog. Corporal Hunter.
Yeah. Can we get moved up to this next?
Lazy Rug. Archers Brigade, sweet. Hey, Archers are Tennesseans. That means that's probably where the 1st Tennessee is, right? They were in Archers Brigade. Well, here they go. Iron Brigade into the stream. And they are taking away this point of contention. 20th Georgia getting shot to pieces. Sergeant Slimy out here. Oh, brains on the pole. Flag is flapping. These Yankees are trying to make a strong push. Look at this coming across the field. It's the Iron Brigade flooding into this position. You can see the men pouring fire into the Confederate position. Man, they got this fire from the side here as well. So this is Archer, right? First Georgia. (14th Tennessee). You know some of these guys. If it's the same, but that's historical. I think the 1st Georgia might have been as well. I apologize, I'm not as up on Archer as I should be. And I'm assuming that's Archer at Antietam. One of the groups that came in to save the day for Robert E. Lee. And here come the 20th Georgia. Captain Canada to the fence that the Union just recently held, and such force now has started to dwindle away. They've gone out into the creek, putting a lot of pressure on the CSA here. And look at how many Iron Brigade there are. It's impressive. Might as well get some cinematics. Anybody watching, you are welcome to grab these and use them for your own videos. We all grow together. That's what it's all about. I want to see your content, and I'm too lazy to make it. No, not too lazy, too busy. You can see the boys readjusting, but still not able to get out there and do much about it. Under a brutal fire, it's not like they can get that flag up the pole without getting murdered. They've seen that. And the CSA trying to get a flank. See it right here. Not sure how far away they can get. Now this is the edge right here.
Right here.
They found it. Beowulf. Corporal Pickle, Major York, I know these guys.
Getting a strike line. Column formation.
Sergeant Shmee. Mr. Shmee! Well, here they go. They're going to try it. Brave men, every one of them, target practice for the Confederates, and they know it. They're just getting out there, trying to get that flag on the pole. Getting knocked down one by one. And Archer's guys got to be loving this. Oh, right in the head. Oh my God. Dude, it's a withering fire. You can't. Oh, and here they come. 5th North Carolina from the woods. Lieutenant Hobson in the van. And the Tar Heels making quick work of what was left of the Union. You see him holler and get back to the corn.
I got you, brother. I got you, brother.
Sergeant Major Bob here. All right, and the Confederates are wanting to take it back, and you can see they are pushing across this field. A beautiful location to battle.
Get 'em, guys, shoot.
And you can hear by the rebel yell, the Union is engaged. This game is so cinematic, man. I cannot help myself. Again, I wish you guys would use this footage and make some cool shit. I'd love to see it. 7th, Massachusetts. First time I've called their name today. 4th, New Jersey is here as well. Private Major Kong. Well, Lieutenant Reagan, we've seen him before. Musk. That's all you gotta say. Hey, Kenobi.
Yep, okay. So we're staying here then?
I used to know a guy with Kenobi tags long ago. Sure it's not the same guy. So I think this is Archer's Brigade, and if it is, they've been out here a while. Haven't seen Whiskey. He must be on a completely different part of the field. I'm getting fixated just on this one side, man. So much action everywhere else, though. Got the Union, a very strong force back here. But contention point A in the woods, Alpha. In the stronghold of the Confederates here. Oh, and a strong force. Here's the rest of the crew. 24th Georgia. Captain Todd. 1st Texas. Here we go. We know these boys well.
I'm taller than you now. You can't just look.
Here the guys having a little fun. Boredom of camp right before the terror of battle. And we got somebody running through the woods there. Scots. And so the CSA now in a strong position. It's going to be hard for the Union to root them out. Let's see how they plan to do it. We've got even more CSA here in the woods. 1st, Maryland. Oh, and they've got Turner's Brigade. Well, is it Turner's? No. I think it's Toombs. 20th Georgia is here. And the 1st Maryland's going to have to use the bayonet if they're going to save their own lives. And the Union successful in the charge. You can see the 20th Georgia always deadly with the bayonet. These boys are in the UEC every weekend, getting charged out by the likes of the 3rd Alabama. They get used to it. All right, so what other action is happening on the field? We have more CSA movement. 1st Texas. Texas Walrus. Oh, they got him on the flank. Union didn't even see him coming. Always love to see a string of Union running by you if you're coming out as the Confederates on an attack. You hear the commanders trying to reform their men. Tendency to get excited and start playing grab ass and such.
There's movement northwest. Movement northwest.
See poor little Muffin there. All he's got is a damn bugle to fight with. All right, so the Texans are still moving. There's the gamer. First Lieutenant War Boss. I love that name. In bold. Hell yeah. Wear it proud. Hey, Darth Vader. Oh. I love the creativity, guys.
Get back to let's go. Pull back to A, there's many enemies, boys.
Alright, you can hear them telling them to run back to A. That means there's going to be A for action. Here are some Union approaching this position.
Are they
They're at the pole. It's the 20th Georgia, but they're about to be swept away by the 1st Texas and the 5th North Carolina. Jesus. We just have this hammer, and we carry it around the field, and sometimes we see something to smash, and we smash it. That's pretty much what happened there. Well done.
What the hell? For real?
Check.
Hey, 5th Florida.
Check.
Very nice.
Florida.
Check. Check.
My fucking glasses. Alright, moving out.
Moving out, boys.
Captain
Let's go.
Z-Man.
Northwest.
5th Florida fought alongside the 8th Florida in the Bloody Lane at Antietam. Captain Zaman is trying to find the Yankee flank. I love these big conquest maps, man. You really have room to move around in these companies. They just do such a damn good job.
Yankees on rocks. On the line, guys. We were here before.
I'm on, boys.
Yankees on rocks. Are those Yankees on
Up
brick?
on top of that hill, too.
Holy shit, make
That-
ready. Take aim. We're gonna follow
Take
you, son.
aim.
Fire. He got one. Alright, it's been the fire. There's a smash group of about 5 along the rocks, too. In fact, you want to do it up the
Here, these commanders, man, they using those glasses. Captain Zaman really pointing out where the Yankees are and giving his men firing orders effectively. You can see that Union threat has disappeared on the top of that hill. And these guys still have the safety of the rocks. This is going to be part of the Iron Brigade, 14th Brooklyn.
Going on the cornfield right now.
Look at those beautiful black hats.
Cornfields. Forest.
More bad news for the Union. They are now taking losses as the morale ticks away. Their time is going with it. 22 minutes left in this one. Man, I love this game. Everybody in this event, thank you so much for letting me be here. What a privilege. It's so fun to watch these guys duke it out. And the 1st Texas doing a lot of damage, standing tall. And Captain Carroll says, march like gentlemen, die like men. And these Butternut and Gray have got a good, strong line here. Let's let the game do the talking for a second.
Hold the shots. They're gonna charge you. Shots. Never mind.
Y'all might have people to your northeast.
Friendlies, it's money. Hold fire. Howdy, I got shot.
Don't trust them.
Oh,
Watch your northeast, gentlemen. They're in the woods. They're straggler.
I don't think they are.
Scooby.
Oopsie daisy, I might have shot you.
Why didn't reloading go so much faster?
Well, as you can see, Captain Zaman and the
Check.
5th Florida taking care of the Yankees in the rocks, and they're going to move on out of here.
Yeah, I know.
Can't be too happy about one place on the battlefield. Every good captain knows that. And Zaman looking for an enemy to kill. And he found one here. But he's on their flank. And you gotta love this, and he's gotta have help. Look at this. Combined attack. Here come the 1st Texas streaming out of the woods. A phantom in the night, in the middle of the day. And these Yankees have no chance. And you can see the boys continue to stream into this position. Looks like they want point of contention C. And the whole Confederate Army is pushing this way. Really doing a great job so far. It's really, really hard to control all of these positions on the field, especially these large units. Excuse me. And we got some artillery here. Hey, the 1st Tennessee.
Drop.
Captain Reaper.
Perfect. Aim up to the fence line now.
Fence line.
Corner of that fence. Corner of the fence.
Adjusted.
We know these voices.
Probably fine.
Hey,
Bring us 15 left.
Alright, let me, I think yeah, go ahead. I'm on standby. Alright.
Stand a bit.
Fire! Fuck. I don't know where that hit.
Bring us more left.
So the Union trying to get their bearings on an enemy that is continuing to move. You see the 1st Texas here. There must have been an enemy to destroy because they're gone. And the Texas is kind of just fanned out. Now they're on the move.
No. Called in. Best voice.
Was that the Olo guy?
What? 5th Carolina, that's Buckets. 5th North Carolina. I heard him. I hadn't seen his name yet.
No.
But these are Texas boys.
Hey, Jigsaw, what?
And they're making their way back. Looks like the point of contention A.
Talking about you, shit.
And the 24th Georgia still here in control of that point of contention. The Union now in danger. Trying to hang on to point of contention C. They've got a strong rear line here. And that's 20th Georgia is going to be here. This is your Iron Brigade. When will they attack? 17 minutes left in the match. Jumbo's got his sword out.
That's friendly.
Lower your gun. Lower your gun.
That's friendly.
Let's go.
Yeah, you fall down. All the stars. Bully boys. What do we do?
Do you want to do it?
Hit him again!
Yep.
Okay, alright. Let's hit him.
What do we do?
Back to short arms. Where is it? Where's my line guy?
Form on Canada. Get up here. Down the road.
Reform on
Wookie, are you
Canada.
left
All
or right?
guides.
I'm right. Okay. Hellhammer's right. My file's left.
Left.
Catch it up, people. There's a lot of fucking gaps.
Yeah, this
Oh my, no. We're getting fire from the... We're fine. Just put a
And as you can see, you run a long way just to get killed. And the 5th North Carolina making it look easy. Coming in behind a really good unit. Taking it by surprise. A lot of Confederates in this area. And we heard it earlier, excuse me, the Union breaking with 13 minutes left in this match. It's looking to be heavily weighted toward the Confederate side. Let's see what the numbers look like. Look at this full server. Well done, boys. 295 at 300. And pretty even. CSA actually having a few more soldiers. And so far it shows. I don't know that it's enough to make this kind of difference. Union fighting their asses off. Here we go. Iron Brigade. Coming back. Colonel Corps, what's the full name? 14th Brooklyn. The pistol's empty. He pulled out the sword. Too little, too late. And they go back and forth. Anybody's area at this point. Both sides kind of wavering. There comes Major York with the bayonet. He's not wavering. He's poking. Private Messy, getting messy. Captain Django left. All right, as you can see, the Union now able to neutralize Point B out in the middle of the open field, and they're flooding back away from it. 1st Tennessee, I've been looking for them all day. Here they are. You know I got a special place in my heart for Tennessee boys, being the state of my birth. Corporal Fritz. Excuse me, see flags coming back now. Private Woody. Private Kumar. Know all these guys. There he is, Colonel Whiskey. That's who I was looking for. Cheers, Colonel. Looking good in Yankee blue. After all, it's really just one big army fighting each other, right, in the Civil War. Many of these men were in this Union Army before going over to the Confederacy. Men believed states were their countries in those days. It wasn't the kind of country we have today. A lot of differences. We've come a long way as a nation. You see. They're leaving the area. But they did what they came to do. Well, we've got more movement now. Attacking the position where they used to be, but they're no longer here. So a heads-up play by the Union getting out of there. The Confederates attacked a Ghost. Speaking of Ghost, Ghost Dog getting a reload in. And so all these CSA guys are just easy targets for this Union behind the fence. But they got to come out and get this flag back. And they're going to do it under fire. Sergeant Major Gull. Can't see the whole name. Will he be able to do it? Give that man a meat shield. Captain Django. Give that man a meat shield. Look at him do it. Oh, that is awesome, man. I love this game.
You can't shoot for shit. What the fuck?
You hear him laughing. He can't believe he's alive either. Well done, Captain. And the CSA going to pull out of the field. A ballsy move by Django there. On Choate Head. 5th North Carolina got lost. So with 8 minutes left, you can see everything is really spread out. And Union going up the hill. Looks like they might try to go after point of contention A. Oh, it's last stand for the Union now. This is a big help for the CSA. They've almost got this thing in the bag. And as you can see, they're still on the move. Everywhere I turn, I see CSA flags running in all directions. 5th North Carolina once again. Cat and Doug. There's Major Murphy. Where's Buckets? He should be in here somewhere.
East to the log.
And they're just looking for an enemy at this point. But with the last stand, it's going to be a slow death for the Union as they just whittle away their last remaining forces. So, Super Bowl event, the first one's going to go to the CSA for sure. They are in control of the field, running here and there without a single care in the world of a Yankee bullet at this point. And the Union converging in the center here. 14th. Taking on the 1st Maryland there. 5th North Carolina's here. And it's the last gasps. Not a ton of Union left to do much about it. Lieutenant Colonel Kevin of the 8th Connecticut. We know this man. He's invited us to this event before. He is legging it out of here. Don't get shot in the back. It's disgraceful. And he knows they're going to have to do something to defend this point of contention against the whole... Oh my God! Look at the Confederate Army stream across this field. There's your cinematic.
Hey, I commend you for staying alive this long. Get out of here, you fucking shut up.
And this thing is over. A well-fought victory for the CSA this time. As they go for the last point of contention here, we'll get the remnants of the Union Army. Well, there it is, the counterattack. 2:52 left in the match. The Confederates have all of the points of contention. And ne'er a Yankee left on the field with this last stand. That'll really dwindle your army down in a hurry. There ain't many of them left. You can see just a few stragglers back here in the back. And they don't have long for this world either at this point. It's a run for their very survival. Oh, there's one less. Oh, you see him here. at the Otto and Sherrick farm. Sergeant Jebb of the 7th South Carolina. Lieutenant Coleman, 15th Massachusetts. It's a story of 2 men. Their whole army annihilated. They run home for their very existence. Will they survive? Answer is no in 156. This match will end and the Confederates will have victory, but I don't know if these guys are going to even last this long. It's hide and seek at this point. Find yourself a tree and stop moving. And that's it. Congratulations to the CSA for a victory. This is the Super Bowl event, so that has to be a big deal for these guys. A lot of skirmishing deaths for the Union. That really tells the tale. 762 casualties. Jeez. Alright, well, if you like that, hit that like button. Consider subscribing. Until next time, my name is JOEHOVA, and I'll catch you later. Goodbye. Alright, let's go into the next match. Excuse me. Hopefully they get this rain under control. First Minnesota. Gotta love those guys. Sacrificed at Gettysburg by Winfield Scott Hancock. The center was busted open by Sickles.
I guess.
Alright, here we go. Greetings from Cuyahoga Falls. My name is JOEHOVA. Welcome to War of Rights. It's Sunday night, and we're hanging out for the Bloody Bayonets event. And this is the Super Bowl weekend. We had the first match. Here is the second one. Let's take a look. We're at farming fence lines. And of course, you always look for the Mama Farm on fire. There it is. And so we can see this is going to be the roulette lane there. There's the roulette farm and house. That means the bloody lane is off that way. And where are these points of contention going to be? We have artillery up on roulette lane. Excuse me. Alright, A, B, and C. There they are. Alright, so it looks like C is going to be up in... We've done this map before. C is up in the roulette house. A is in the bloody lane. And B is over by the Piper Farm. This is probably one of the best layouts for a map, because this is one of the better battlefields. And this is actually how the Union and Confederate were in this position. Confederates eventually had to fall back to the Piper Farm, and the Union actually came from this direction. And in fact, there's a famous story about these beehives back here in the backyard getting struck by artillery, and the Union soldiers, a lot of them Germans, coming through, not very happy about the situation that they had to endure on that day in September. So we'll see how the boys want to attack and when they attack. I don't come to this event often. Oh, thank goodness, the sun is shining. Time for some bloodshed. You can see there's going to be artillery. We've already got it.
Right of C.
Really hard hitting that crest.
Man, a lot of artillery. They are not messing around on this one. Archers Brigade, 5th Alabama, 13th Alabama, 19th Tennessee, 14th Tennessee. Wow, that's nice, dude. That's Archers Brigade. Yeah, keep the info coming, man. I'm blind as a bat out here. This will really help me, Bane. Excuse me. Well, we can see the Confederate Army is already on the move. I'm sure they're hyped up for that victory they just had. And they're going to make their way toward the battlefield, starting over at the Piper Farm. This is the historical position of the guns where Longstreet gets a lot of credit for holding off the Union, making them think different about attacking this position after they had taken the Bloody Lane, which you can see right out in front. A couple different things happened, actually. You know, Richardson was mortally wounded, and they actually put Hancock in charge of the division, but McClellan made him stay put, which is kind of a shame, because Hancock really could have broke Lee's line wide open if given the opportunity. But those men had already been bloodied coming across this field, and you can see it now, what they would face in that big, large open field and that hilly ground, and the Confederates down in the actual lane. And this game is so graphically stunning, but it is very, very close to what's actually there in real life. What you find on the real ground is it's much more undulating than the game can even pull off. I think there'd be some uncanny valley problems if you had the real kind of terrain, how steep it is in some places. All right, well, here come the Union, the Iron Brigade.
Get down there, boys, come on!
Everybody racing for the lane. We'll see who gets there first. It's gonna get bloody. We'll let the game do the sound. Well, it looks like the boys from Tennessee had their racing shoes on, and they were able to get to that point first, and they're going to capture point A. This is going to put the Union in a really strong position. How did the Confederates attack? Looks like they're going to swing around to the Confederate left, and we got Union coming over this way to stop it. Will they be able to do it? It's the Iron Brigade, 8th Connecticut. And the boys just getting mauled by Confederate fire. A sneak attack. 1st Tennessee on the move. Gotta love this. Hitting the Confederates on the blind side. A lot of butternut and gray here. Can the 1st Tennessee pull it off? Getting the flag out of there. And back to the safety of the Union line. And here they come. 24th Georgia, 5th North Carolina, and the Union are going to melt away. God, these Confederates are just so irresistible tonight. And you can see the whole army fighting as one, flooding through this area. And they're going to do it. They're taking back the lane. Now, will the Union, how will they be able to attack this position? The classic battle. Look how many men are on the field. I love this. 288 out of 300. This is their Super Bowl event, the Bloody Bayonets Sunday night event. If this is your timeline and you're looking for a company in War of Rights, maybe you're new to the game, reach out. I'm sure all of these companies would love to have you. And you can see how much fun and organization you're going to have by joining one of these awesome companies. Ooh, that cannonball got real close. Man, I love this. It looks so good, dude. So many men. You have companies on both sides of the road. I'm just nerding out here. All right, we got movement down the road here, down the lane. They're repositioning. That means we got Yankees in the castle. This is a favorite attack vector of the Union. And they're here. 20th Georgia. Colonel Jumbo. Gonna see if they can do anything about this Confederate tide. But they're just too many and too strong. Here they come again. 5th Florida, 24th Georgia. Does that say Humpty Funkity? That's an awesome name. Well, Captain's the man. They got the guys over in time to thwart the Yankee threat. This Union's going to have an uphill battle. Here they come down the hill. You see the mass of men running as fast as they can. First, Tennessee. No surprise there. The foot cavalry.
Up and over.
Colonel Whiskey getting his boys in position.
Get up against the fence.
Well, you know I got a soft spot for Tennessee units. Let's go with them.
Wait. Open fire over. Hey, Connecticut, open fire. I got point.
Bang. They're all right there. Fifth Alabama.
Position. I cannot see.
Well, it looks to me that the Confederates just basically identify the location of the enemy and destroy them with an overwhelming, irresistible force. And that's kind of what you want to do with an army in battle. And they're doing a damn good job of it. You can see the 5th Florida now holding the fence line. Just going to try to get onesie-twosies as they come down the hill. These Yankees are going to have a real hard time getting these Confederates out of the lane. 7th Massachusetts. First, Lieutenant Reagan. A desperate attack downhill working out for the Bluebellies, and they get into the rocks here in the castle. And this map is larger than the normal map, so you can maneuver in ways that most people are not accustomed to. And you can see the 14th Brooklyn doing just that, getting behind this fence line. And they're going to put a little heat on the Confederates where they don't see it coming. You can see the CSA just able to swing massive numbers very, very quickly. There's Captain Cheeto. No, Major General Cheeto. I'm sorry, sir. Brigadier General Trumpy. So this is the main position here. A lot of Confederate brass in this area of the field.
Keep the fire.
All right, we've got some more Confederate movement here into the middle. Well, away from the middle, I should say. 24th Georgia going to swing around, hitting the 20th Georgia as they are retreating from that position. Oh, man, and opening fire on their open bellies. You don't get many opportunities like this. Sergeant Wilkes knows it, and he's going in for the kill. Blade Hunter going to try to do it with the butt. Captain Todd putting those dreams aside. And the Union having to ski-daddle up the hill. You don't see 20th Georgia leave a position very often. But they were going to get overwhelmed, and they knew it. Here's a lot of Union here still. 8th Connecticut, 14th Brooklyn. You're looking at the Iron Brigade. But they got even more Texas coming this way. Just mayhem all over the field. There are just guys everywhere. Oh, it's hilarious. This is how you're getting skirmishing kills right here. Everybody's getting excited. Nobody's staying in line, really. But, man, a lot of movement. It's hard to argue with the movement, that's for sure. Well, you can hear artillery coming in. Those fences provide quite a bit of cover. A surprising amount, actually. And you can see the Union really on their heels for most of this battle already. 26 minutes left. The Union is engaged. They've got to come up with a way to attack this Confederate position. So far, coming up empty. Not an easy task. There's Jumbo trying to see exactly what his enemy is doing.
I'm trying to figure out what to do here. Everyone's fucking dead.
Yeah, he's like, I don't have any support. You know, the Union is kind of broken up where the Confederates are really fighting as one combined force, and it's really showing.
Yeah, they are.
So Jumbo trying to figure out what he can do with what men he has available.
Alright, we're gonna head white. Company white face. Cones.
And he can't leave him in cover all night. He's going to have to get him moving and get him back in combat. That's what the guys are here for. Trying to hold ranks. And they're going to make another trip through the corn.
That's good timing. Over here. Alright, there's some light resistance on the rocks out there, southwest. Or to the west southwest.
Remember, tuber picket.
Alright. 8th Connecticut, shift right a little bit.
8th Connecticut, we're shifting right. Shift right.
Yeah, just here's good.
There's not many on the track. So you're gonna have to tell me otherwise.
Got left. Alright. 8th Connecticut, take aim at those rocks. Take aim at the rocks. You guys see the rocks?
The rocks, Dave.
Take aim.
Wheels onto the rear rank.
Look how far over these guys are. Yeah, it's another race here. Oh, the Confederates going to hit them on their side. 14th Brooklyn trying to get through there. Getting surprised. 4th Texas. And you hear the huzzah. The Confederates now engaged. Oof. Musk getting killed. Well, the Union able to hold their position. They were on the move, and now they are not. They're going to have to get themselves back together to get back into this fight. Right now, the Confederates in complete control of the battlefield. You can see Union spread out all over the place. And the Confederates just mopping them up one by one. Looks like the only way you're going to win is if you're going to stay in a large force. They are outnumbered. Only by 7 soldiers. That's not enough to see this kind of spread by the Confederates. Okay, here they come. We'll go with them. Captain Canada in the van.
Get in there.
Keep going.
And you can see the Union trying their damnedest to get to this road. So many Confederates. Outnumbered everywhere they turn. And they'll bash themselves against the rocks one more time. 5th Alabama, part of Archer's Brigade. And the CSA does it again, moving large quantities of men to one single position. You can see it's really catching the Union off guard. They really don't have any answer for it at this point. A couple guys coming down the field looking for their regiments. They're not going to find them. See how long it takes them to realize there are only Confederates down there. He's like, Private, come back. You can see the new guys. They don't have the whole idea how events work. You're now a Rambo, and you will be killed. There you go. And that causes massive ticket failures for your team. So you lose morale even faster, and with the Union already having lost 2 of these points of contention, they have no morale that they can lose easily. So as you can see, the CSA units once again spreading out in order to absorb the Union attack, and they've done a masterclass here today at one of the best battlefields, in my opinion, in War of Rights. Especially with this conquest, the way this works out. I'm really loving this. The Piper Farm has not been under any attack at all. And you can see we have boys coming back this way. General Drax, 4th Texas. And they're working the artillery up there, but really not doing much with all these fences here. You see 5th Florida's been holding this flag position the whole time. Captain's a man keeping his guys calm under fire. You see they're all spread out nicely. Proud foot. Like proud feet.
Guys, proud of you boys.
Well, what will the Union do? Here they come. They've decided to swing all the way around. You can see the massive force of blue. Now again, this is not part of the normal battlefield if you're playing this in a skirmish map, so how would the Confederates, you know, defend against this side over here? They're threatening to bypass the lane to get to point of contention A, the Piper Farm. So this is the way I would probably try to do it too. Get over here, hit these cannons. But looks like 5th Carolina sharpshooter Shaw do something about that. Surviving 2 Yankees trying to kill him, but he's finally dead. Safu trying to load his musket. Got loaded up in the back instead with a bayonet. And you can see just the massive number of Confederates back here. Wow. Well, and there it is. They've got the Union breaking. 16 minutes left in this match. And you can see them falling back. Now, here's how this Confederate Army has done this all day. They're moving their whole line to readjust to this Union attack. This is beautiful. Actually pulling this off. Now, can they spread out far enough? The Union's still moving over to that direction. Let's go with them. It's the Iron Brigade.
Just keep moving, just keep moving. We're walking to death. Alright, just keep moving.
Right.
Hey,
On the right.
to the right, to the right.
And they'll slam into the Confederates. And we got more Union flooding in behind them. Oof. These Confederates, it's just a matter of time before they pour all their men into this one spot. Here they come down the road. First Texas. God, look at all the units rushing across the field. And more from the left flank. An impossible task for the Union as these Confederates look to steamroll them again. A flood of butternut and gray, and this Union Iron Brigade just being dismantled. Incredible attack by the Confederates. They've come all the way across this field. They were all the way over there, and they were able to respond against that Union attack, having good defensive lines, and now they've spread all the way over this way. But did they bring the whole army? No, of course not. They left a rear guard. This is how you do Civil War tactics. The 5th Florida did not move. They are still in this position. This is what Robert E. Lee did after Fredericksburg during the Maryland campaign, or the Chancellorsville battle, right? Leave a small force in front, swing a large force around behind. It's a brilliant tactic, and they've used it to perfection here to stop another Union assault. I thought that was going to have a lot more legs on it, going in a completely new portion of the battlefield. It's pretty exciting, but the end result turned out to be the same for the boys in blue. Our friends from the 7th South Carolina on the field. Captain Gomez. "12 minutes left in the match as the Confederates try to spread out their force once again. Look, man, you can see the flags, how they move. You know, I play Grand Tactician, and this is similar, right? Seeing these armies march down these roads. It's beautiful to watch, man. Thank you guys once again for letting me be here tonight. What a pleasure. But not a pleasure for the Union. Colonel Whiskey probably thinking, what the hell did I do to deserve this ass whooping? I'm a Confederate. Oh.
Rise up, take aim.
I did not say to fire.
I love the discipline. Said volunteer Doomrod, I did not say to fire. All right, well, we've seen this before this weekend. Last stand for the Union, 10 minutes left in this match, and it's just about all over now. You're seeing the same problem the Confederates had with the Union at Gettysburg. Great interior defensive lines, and now the Confederates smell blood in the water, and here they come. They're on the attack. No more defense. 5th North Carolina coming up the hill. And they're rushing into the whole Union Army here. A cloud of smoke and a pile of bodies up that hill. And there's the counterattack. That's how you play that. Everybody paying attention, I hope. You get attacked, you withstand it, you attack back. 5th Alabama in the van. They're going to chase them back to Richmond. He said, what happened? There's Major Archer himself, Archer's Brigade. And they are taunting them the whole way back to the Confederate line. That's about the biggest win they're going to get tonight. The Confederates have really put an ass whooping on this Union Army in this event. The Iron Brigade doing their best, along with Archer's men, to get some kind of victory out of this day. Corporal Sparky there. Just an incredible defensive position by the Confederates. And they are now just pushed completely out into the Union lines. They know it's last stand. They just want to murder all of them to make it the end. And so now it becomes a horror movie as when are you going to die? It's just a matter of time. And they're hiding around the house. Hiding around and in the house. Now we're used to the UEC and people aren't using houses. I don't know how they're using it in this event. But I think the Confederates are more concerned with the points of contention, and they're going to go for point of contention C right here at the Roulette House. That's your 24th. No, 4th Texas, sorry. 6th Georgia. And whatever's left of the Union Army is going to have to come this way. I don't need any copyright problems. That was funny. That was like a techno Dixie. Pretty awesome. Well, the guys are excited. They know they've won it again. If it's their Super Bowl, they're 2-0 for the weekend. Here come the Union, trying to turn things around. They got a long way to go. The Iron Brigade looking for revenge. Here they come. Out into the field. The counterattack now engaged. The Confederates having all the points of contention. Less than 3 minutes in the match unless the Iron Brigade can turn it around. Confederates have good defensive positions here, but they are wavering. Here come the Union. Can the boys do it? Wavering perhaps, but not broken. And the CSA holding their own long enough for the 1st Texas to come in and mop up the rest of the Union. No chance. A brave attempt, but that's going to be pretty much the rest of that army. They got some guys here around the barn. A couple guys up the hill. But here come the Confederates to wipe out the rest of these cannoneers. Yeah, they're everywhere.
Behind.
Randy, can you
Get over the fence.
No chance for the boys in blue, and that is going to be it. Another Confederate victory. Congratulations. Man, let the casualties tell the tale once again. Well over 1,000 casualties, over 1,200. Man, bloody battle. Well, if you guys like that, hit that like button. Consider subscribing. Thanks to everyone for letting me be a part of this event tonight, the Bloody Bayonets and their Super Bowl weekend. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, come over, see us on YouTube, and hit that like button. Consider subscribing. Until next time, my name is JOEHOVA, and I'll catch you later. Goodbye. All right, everybody on the stream, thank you for letting me be here tonight. Had a great time. Make sure to throw some comments at me on the YouTube so we can kind of, you know, figure out who everybody is, because I'm dumb and old and don't know shit. I know all kinds of stuff about boilers and water heaters, and not a lot of room for much else. So, doing my best. I hope you guys have a great weekend. See ya.